Today I want to talk about fear of abandonment and self-forgiveness and what those things have in common, or how those things really kind of go hand in hand. And you're probably thinking, well, they don't. Well, you're wrong. So if you grew up in a dysfunctional family and you have a very strong feeling of abandonment, well, because things were not really going the way they should be when you were growing up. Maybe you didn't get emotional support, maybe you were abused physically or emotionally, or whatever that is. But basically, you learned early on that who you are, you're not really being accepted for who you are. You need to become somebody else in order to be loved. And that could be a very big problem. So because you're afraid to be abandoned, and that totally goes to the survival, because we are the species that need to be belonging and we need to survive in a group. And when we are born, we babies, we cannot take care of ourselves. We cannot take care of ourselves for a very long time. There are still individuals that, like in their 50s, cannot take care of themselves. But so we belong to the group, and we will do anything to people please them. And we are afraid of being abandoned. And if now you're looking in your life and you're thinking, I am living with someone right now that they abusive towards me, or you're not happy, or they just don't love you the way you think they should love you. And why are you still there? Because you don't want to be abandoned. Because you think that if you're going to leave, or they will leave, you will die. I know, it's like, sounds funny, like, well, I'm adult. But there's this little child inside of you now that still believes that is not able to live on his own. And in a way, we need other people, but sometimes, and many times, especially those who come from an environment where they cannot really soothe themselves and didn't have enough of healing, there's this latch on to other people because you need to have somebody else to regulate you. You cannot self-regulate. So then you please those other people. You're afraid for them to leave. And how is that has to do with forgiveness? Especially with forgiving yourself. It is one thing in common that fear of abandonment and you showing other people who you want to be seen, it's just like there's a part of you that you like but other people don't like. For example, singing. And then you will stop singing because they don't like that, even though that's the part of you that you love. But you will just kind of not display this anymore. Or even worse, you will think that singing is very bad, and then you tell other people that singing is very bad, and you don't even allow other people to sing bad. But that's not even not go there. Let's just say there's a part of you that you totally hide, even from yourself, because you would want to be accepted, and you don't want to be left behind. You are having, this fear of abandonment. It serves you because, well, that what keeps you alive. It makes you feel safe. So now, forgiveness is such a thing that you need to see how things are from different point of view and have this compassion and all of those stages of forgiveness. But specifically, how is this what I want to talk about self-forgiveness is when you, let's get the same example of singing. You love singing, but then you know that other people don't like this. You could be hurting yourself by not accepting that you like to sing and not allowing yourself to sing. So in a way, you are abandoning yourself all over again, as those other people abandon you, that part of you. So you're abandoning yourself all over again just to please them. And that comes also with shame, and you may be even thinking there's something wrong with you because you like singing. So then you will punish yourself. So how can you even heal if you're abandoning yourself? You have to forgive yourself for whatever that is, and you need to tell yourself that you were just a child, and whatever happened to you, you had no control over it. They were wrong, and they were not even wrong from different point of view thinking because they couldn't have done it better. They did what they knew to do, especially childhood trauma come from generational trauma because they experienced the same thing. So how can they learn something new from their parents if their parents, grandparents, great-grandparents are doing the same thing? So stop abandoning yourself by forgiving yourself and accepting those parts of you that actually important to you. So it takes time. So think about it. What is things that you like to do? Or even better, take a piece of paper and write it down, all the things that people in your life told you that you shouldn't do. Right there. Start right there. And then start doing those things. Because one way how to heal is acknowledge and find those things, and then forgive yourself for having those things, and then actually doing those things that make you happy. And then when you make yourself happy, then you honor yourself, you honor your needs, and then you can shine this light towards others. You can be inspiration for somebody else. I know it could be very scary because now you think, wow, then they're going to be abandoning me. But that's a process. But in this video, I just wanted to tell you this. There is a connection between fear of abandonment and not forgiving yourself. And I have more talk and more exercises and videos and all of that at my online membership called Stress Management for Adult Children of Addicts. And I will leave a link below. And all of this, of course, you can find on my website, beamazingyou.com, where you can go and buy my books on Amazon and all other cool stuff. So if you see this on YouTube, please like and share my post, subscribe, all that jazz. So I hope to see you on the other side.